Hey guys, how are we all? So welcome to My Way Tarot. This will be a collective love reading for this upcoming weekend as part of the Weekend Romance Love is in the Air series. So as this is a collective reading, there will be no timestamps for the zodiac signs, but when I call out the zodiac signs, they may resonate with your sun, moon, rising or Venus placements, maybe for yourself or your love interest, the one that's on your mind if you happen to know theirs. This is a general reading, so with the messages, only take what you feel resonates and leave the rest, and please use your own sense of discernment with the messages and not force them to fit with a particular situation. So guys, it's the weekend again already. Time just seems to be flying by, but I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. So we're going to get into your read. This is the Modern Witch Tarot we're using today, as usual. So, angels of love and light, could you please have clear and concise messages for the collective? What do they need to know in regards to love? What are the surrounding energies in regards to love for this upcoming weekend? What do they need to know, please and thank you? What do they need to know, please and thank you? So we're just shuffling and then cutting up the deck and getting into your read. 8 of Swords. Okay. Interesting, because I immediately, when I saw this, had more of a potentially racy thought in my head rather than it all being doom and gloom here. So I'm picking up on a more potentially sensual energy. There could be someone that's into certain things, right? I don't want to go into this too much because obviously I will end up getting told off by YouTube, but I feel like you can kind of get the gist with what I'm getting at here. I don't know why that was coming through as strongly as it was, but it is. So there could be someone that has some particular thoughts about you. Let's just put it that way. I want to find out a little bit more about what's going on. So I don't feel like that was necessarily anything to be worried over, but we'll dive in with the energy. Okay. We have the Chariot. Cancer's energy. Yeah, I mean, guys, I feel like I'm blushing a little bit. I mean, we saw the blindfold, saw the rope, was getting like the person being like tied up, and now I'm seeing this leather. Okay. Yeah, there is somebody who is definitely on their way. Okay, I'm hearing somebody feels like they can't go another second without being beside you or around you. Okay, what is going on here, please and thank you, for the collective? Yep, a 9 of Pentacles. Somebody feels like you're looking good, you're smelling good, you're taking care of yourself. You know, you're doing all of your own thing. Somebody is also hoping that you're single, you're available. I'm hearing ready to mingle, ready to maybe connect with this person. But somebody is having a difficult time with their sleep right now. Worrying or wondering as potentially if somebody else is on the scene, or if they're not on the scene soon enough, that somebody else will be coming through to swoop in. But somebody is definitely having these kind of like visions, as it were, of their life and how it could be. And then it's like they're brought to this very, what I'm hearing is a bleak reality, like a reality check of the fact that you are not there beside them or with them or near them. And they're wanting to change this. I'm hearing immediately the Hermit, Virgo energy. The connection that you're feeling with this person, I'm hearing, is stronger than ever, especially spiritually. 555 on the timer. So this person just hopes that you're keeping yourself to yourself and you're not out there dating and you're not getting intimate with anyone. They are really hoping, I'm hearing, I have everything crossed, that this person has been, I'm hearing, behaving themselves and they're not out here kind of casually dating anyone or starting to date with someone or getting intimate with someone, right? They hope that you are very much keeping yourself to yourself, especially intimately, right? So Virgo may be significant as well. What's going on here, please, and thank you. But somebody definitely feels, well, I'm getting all choked up here with my voice. I couldn't speak for a second. Somebody is definitely feeling the lack of your energy around them. Like it's prominent. Like this person doesn't want to be on their own. Okay? They want to be together with you, Six of Cups. All they're thinking about are times that you spent with each other, thinking about the past, or this person is wondering how things would be by being with you, with the Sun, Leo energy, and the Queen of Wands. Oh my goodness. Leo coming through, Aries and Sagittarius. This person is making like a beeline to you. With you not being around them, their life feels very bleak. That's what I keep getting. It's like their sunshine has gone. You see all this illumination of this yellow, okay? Your light just is such a presence. When any time you walk into a room, your energy is just beautiful. I'm hearing, obviously, I feel like I can't even put it into words in the way that this person views you. They feel like you're the kind of yin to their yang. Yeah, Three of Cups. Whenever you walk into a room, it's like others can't help but be attracted to you. And not just physically either. And they know that if they keep on, wow, I just heard if they keep on stalling or like trying to sabotage this, self-sabotage this, and not kind of get out of their comfort zone to approach you, then yeah, there will be a potentially another soulmate here on the scene that you're not necessarily expecting. Okay. What's going on here, please, and thank you for the collective in regards to love. Wow. The Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. We have Divine Feminine now coming through. You may resonate with this energy. But somebody is wanting to take you from single to married. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody is coming through. Oh my gosh, with the star. And 1010 just come on my timer. Aquarius energy. Somebody is coming through very soon because they see you as the ultimate wish fulfillment. And look at that with the Devil. Capricorn energy and the Six of Swords. This person has been tested, okay? They have been kind of like gently coaxed in some way by the divine, by the universe, by spirit, right? To leave off situations, people, places and things that aren't serving of them, close those particular cycles, do some healing on themselves and then make their way to you. But this person is stuck on you, okay? And what I was picking up on earlier to do with that spicy energy, right? We can see more spicy energy here, that this person, when it comes to you, it's like they kind of view you as this forbidden fruit. But I don't believe that you are this forbidden fruit, but that's how they see you. They see you as very tantalizing, very tempting, very seductive, very charming, very magnetic, alluring, right? Three of Swords. With the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I feel that you are someone that's had to heal a broken heart many times, okay? And there's a strong possibility that there is someone here that has also hurt you. Maybe not necessarily intentionally, okay? But they do know that they have a part to play in how this is unfolded between the two of you, okay? And there's that kind of guilty conscience kind of kicking on in, because they may have not really given so much to this and given more elsewhere, right? Their time, their effort, their energy, their resources, okay? And this person knows that you are not going to be getting into a long-term commitment with someone unless it's like the real thing and someone's going to take care of you and nurture you and care for you and love you and respect you and appreciate you, right? And also somebody that is self-aware, right? Emotionally intelligent, someone that has, you know, been proactive in healing their past, okay? Queen of Swords. This person sees you as someone who's very strong, independent, resilient, okay? They get this impression that, you know, you haven't been that lucky in love in the past, but you have definitely developed a backbone from everything that you have gone through, right? You no longer suffer fools gladly. You're not a people pleaser. You're not a pushover. You can set your boundaries. You can tell when you're uncomfortable. You speak of your truth. You're someone who has a lot of clarity on who they are, what they want out of their life, where they're going in life. And you are someone that, despite all the heartache, the pain, the sadness and the disappointments, or even potentially betrayals that you have gone through, especially in connections and mostly down to love, you are someone that's still able to come from a place of love and not be bitter or resentful or hold grudges or unkind, right? You're somebody that has taken the pain that you have gone through, the negative experiences, and you've learnt through these and you've transmuted that energy. And I'm hearing you're just glowing, okay? Yeah, look, Justice, Libra energy. Things have not been fair, and others haven't been fair to you either, okay? You may have been previously married or in a long-term connection where you were living with someone, or you were trying to start a family or something, and you had to walk away from this because this wasn't emotionally fulfilling. You may have noticed multiple red flags in the past, and you realised that there was more to life than what it was that you were putting up with or dealing with, or trying to add in with like how you could improve the situation, the circumstances to do with someone to make it work. And it got to the point where you emotionally checked out, and then not long after, or maybe a long time after, depending, you physically removed yourself from that situation and put love on the back burner. And I feel like you're now in a position and place where you're kind of over the past. You know, you've dealt with toxic connections, you've dealt with abusive relationships, you've dealt with people that have been unfaithful, you've dealt with people that took you for granted or did of certain things where they said it was love or tried to showcase that it was love, but it was anything but. And then I feel like you've had to learn a lot through those experiences. And also finding the sense of self-love and realizing that you're not to settle for less, and realize that you had to go through what you had to go through because you hit a breaking point because of pure grit, that you weren't going to be taken any further down in a situation, even though you probably felt at rock bottom at one point. And so you left out of self-preservation. And so therefore, it's like, yes, the idea of a long-term relationship, a genuine connection would be wonderful. And I feel like you are open to that. But there had been a long period of time, years in the making, where you didn't entertain the idea of going out and dating or dealing with romantic connections, even on a more casual kind of fun basis. Like, you just were totally, I'm hearing, turned off the idea. You got the ick. And I feel like you've transformed so much in that time. And so therefore, when others approach you now, it's like you can read the energy very well. You can read people very well, their body language. You're somebody who wants a person to come through in regards to their actions and not just deliver on their words with a sense of lip service. Okay? And now you can tell the difference as to when someone really is going to show up for you and when somebody just says that they will and then they never do. You've dealt with people that have ghosted you, that have abandoned the situation when you have tried your utmost to work on this, but then you felt like, right, well, do you know what? I call it quits as well. I'm not going to bother carrying on pouring into something that obviously isn't pouring back into me. And regardless of how strong of a connection you feel with someone emotionally or spiritually, if the reciprocity is not necessarily there in a physical, tangible, solid way, where somebody is coming through with their physical actions, right? Then they're just being the... It's like otherwise it's not enough. Interesting. Somebody has gain clarity about you and what you're all about and how you showcase yourself, right? You do come across as a little bit intimidating, potentially, but I don't feel like you are. I feel like actually you're a really fun, charismatic, energetic, optimistic person, right? I'm hearing work hard, play hard, right? You're somebody that tries to find a balance in life to do with, I'm hearing the practical things, taking care of things of what matter in your physical world, and then also taking the time off that you need to attend to more emotional or spiritual needs as well. Like, I'm getting that energy, interestingly enough. There is someone who's in their head so much about you that they are feeling positive that you have options, and you may have options, right? You may be talking to a few people right now, or you may not be talking to anyone right now. But somebody definitely has it in their head where they think and feel like there couldn't be any possible way that you're not talking with anyone else. Also, I feel like you leave people quite dumbfounded, quite confused, because you have so much about you that you're such a catch. Why on earth are you single, I'm hearing? Or how could you be single? Or I'm hearing like, you know, somebody being curious about you as to like, how could it possibly be that you are single, or how long have you been single for? Like, they just don't get it. I mean, you're like a dream come true with the Nine of Cups to somebody. Like somebody or people see you as their ideal partner with the Page of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So there's somebody that can't comprehend that you don't have a million messages in your phone or DMs on social media about getting connected with somebody romantically. Like, I'm hearing with the day, with how modern dating is now and the way of the world is now, like somebody, it's like you would have to really stick out, be a rare find, okay, to be somebody that's not in the thick of it with doing the same as everyone else and conforming in the same way as everyone else by following that kind of casual connection hookup culture is what I just heard, right? And it doesn't interest you whatsoever. It's like you've chosen to be single. You've chosen to be independent. So other people may be talking to you, showcasing the sense of interest, and then they're wondering, well, there must be something weird about them. There must be something weird as to why this person hasn't been putting themselves out there. But I'm hearing they're getting the wrong end of the stick completely. It's like they can't even understand or comprehend as to the fact that you're someone who has taken the time to heal themselves, to go within, to be on this personal journey of yours of enlightenment, I just heard, right? I'm hearing somebody that's an advanced soul, an old soul. And that has been more of a priority for you to look at these aspects of yourself, of your life, of your past and what have you, of what you've gone through in the sense of personal development, right? Rather than being too preoccupied with getting connected romantically with someone. Like, it blows their mind with the Tower, because there aren't many people that completely and utterly like sacrifice their own love lives to be there of service to others or to humanity, or to do of that sense of healing because of the impact that it's going to have later on down the line, and breaking, you know, generational curses and healing the ancestral karma, like doing all of these things, because then one day, if you do plan on having of any children or a family, if this resonates and you're not somebody that has children or anything, right, as an example, it's like you're wanting to protect your future bloodline by making sure that you've done that inner work, that shadow work, because that means so much to you, rather than continuing on the patterns of living a life a certain way and carrying on with certain habits and behaviours and things that's usually passed on from generation to generation. I mean, most people would never even consider those things. It's not until you go through a spiritual awakening or the dark night of the soul, like you end up getting in the kind of midst of it all, to do with, right, well, how's the love life, and are you dating so and so, and are you doing this, that, and the third? And just for a long time, it's not even been something that you've been interested in. So it's like when you come to meet somebody that isn't in that sense of alignment with you, or hasn't been on a similar journey to you, like that spiritual path, they're just like completely and utterly dumbfounded. That's the word I keep getting. What's going on here, please and thank you? And also, not to say that you don't have options. You absolutely do, if you wanted them. I mean, you definitely could pick and choose if you wanted to. I mean, right? But you have chose to rest here. You chose to recover and heal with that Four of Swords. And you're wanting someone to have done the work on themselves as well, right? So that they are somebody that is in alignment with you, somebody that's a solid match to you, okay? Yeah. Page of Cups. There may be somebody who wants to have an honest and open, quite an emotional conversation with you, maybe to apologize, ask for your sense of forgiveness, talk things out with each other. There may also be somebody new coming in. I'm hearing somebody you may not typically date. I'm hearing looks-wise, potentially. But they have something, I heard like a je ne sais quoi about them. Like they have something about them which is like, actually, you know, I'm hearing looks fade. I'm hearing, you know, looks fade, you know, we all age, right? I'm getting more to the points like somebody, do they have that quality of like, do they have a glass half full type of view on life, or a glass half empty? Does this person have a good sense of humour? Is this somebody that even on the worst of days that I've experienced, they would be able to be someone that could be there as a shoulder to cry on and to be there for me, right? And looking at other attributes, absolutely, King of Swords, like having a match in other ways, maybe intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, rather than it just all being physical, okay? I'm definitely picking up on a sapiosexual energy, for sure, a demisexual energy. That could be significant here. Yeah, you may also just be somebody that doesn't get involved with someone unless you feel like they are a match to you intellectually, that they actually have something about them, like they've got, you know, that way that they can actually carry on a decent conversation, or hold a conversation and talk about, you know, deeper topics, right? Topics that are of interest, that aren't just, you know, conventional kind of small talk. Like, can they, you know, I'm getting like, are they someone that's travelled? Are they someone that's open to discussing certain things that are of interest to you specifically, or finding out about them? It's like making sure that you're not getting connected with someone where there isn't the emotional vibes there. That's what I'm getting, right? And that's the thing, like, you may have met a few people along the way, right, that you potentially were maybe interested in, and then you sat down and had a conversation with them. Or then you started to get to know them. And I know that sounds really harsh, guys, but it's like, oh, okay, yeah, this is not gonna work out. This is not it. And that's the thing, like, when you're on this spiritual path and you're a high vibrational being, right, an old soul, you are someone that, you know, because you're somebody that's ascending and very intuitive and spiritual and potentially psychic, however it resonates with you, it's like the dating pool gets smaller and smaller because you're ascending higher and higher. And obviously there are less and less people that are spiritually evolved or as highly evolved as you. And so therefore it's like, people could say, oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea, or there are 7 billion people in this world, there's got to be someone who's in alignment. It's like, well, yeah, potentially, but I feel like you get what I mean, guys. I feel like you get what I mean, okay? Anyway, what else? There is someone who wishes that they didn't let you go. Yeah, with the star. Someone really, really wishes they didn't let you go. But I feel on some deeper level, they're also understanding why they did that, or why they had to do that, potentially, right? Also, you may be coming to terms with this as well. I'm definitely getting this air of forgiveness, yeah, with the Page of Cups. Again, the apology card. Somebody is really wanting to work on this now with that 8 of Pentacles. I'm getting this energy of like this labor of love, okay? I feel like you doing the work on you in the way that you have has been a labor of love to yourself, obviously, but also to your future partner, your future wife, your future spouse, your future husband, okay? It's because you wanting to show up for yourself in the best version of yourself, yes, but also for the person that you were to then be matched with later on down the line, and hoping that they would have done the same with that same sense of like idea of working on themselves because they want to show up in their best way in regards to you as well. But I feel like somebody would love to start a family with you, or children are involved, or this person or yourself may have children already. There could be the sense of wanting more children, or potentially adopting may be significant. One of you may have children and the other one may not. And so therefore maybe there has also been the sense of not having much move forward in regards to your connection, because somebody had a preconceived idea of how they saw themselves if they have children, and also how they feel like you may see of them if they have children, or vice versa. I'm getting something to do with somebody may have not wanted something more serious before, because either they felt like they weren't ready for something more serious, or it's like they knew that if something was going to get more serious before, and they did actually want of this, there was a little bit of not necessarily a concern, but something that they were toying out, or the idea of like, as in introducing their child or their children to you, or the other way around, or something like this. But I feel like somebody has kind of realized that that they just got to put themselves out there and talk to you, and you to do of the same and see where you're at with the situation, especially if one of you has children and the other one doesn't. Somebody feels and knows that if they were to get serious with you, it's like potentially stepping into that step-parent role, as well as maybe a parent later on down the line if you haven't got children already. So it's a sense of being an independent person to then being in a relationship, getting serious with someone, and then becoming like a step-parent and then potentially a parent as well. Like I'm getting like it's a lot for someone to have their status completely change, to go from one thing and used to living their life with that sense of freedom or liberation or flexibility and not necessarily having to, you know, think of somebody else in the mix, to then being in a situation where you're in a relationship and they have children, and it's like a big jump from going from one position and place into another. Like it's life-changing as well. So maybe there was some sort of fear or worries about that. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. But there's definitely somebody here with the King of Pentacles that wants to kind of like settle your nerves in regards to letting you know that they are serious about a connection with you, deepening of a commitment with you, taking things to the next level. Any other final messages, please, and thank you? The Emperor. Wow, we just seen the King of Pentacles and now the Emperor. Yeah, this person is serious. Okay. I'm hearing they may have been a bit childish or immature or what have you in the beginning or a long time ago, but I'm hearing this person's done a lot of growing up. They may even, you know, in the time that you guys have been separated or apart from each other or had little to no contact, if that resonates, they may have become a parent in that time. And so therefore it's like they've had to, you know, grow up. But I'm getting the Empress and the Emperor here. So there is also somebody realizing that you are like a perfect match for them. That there is something more to this than what there was just before, if you guys just showcased that you kind of liked each other, right? Yeah, with the Hierophant, I mean, the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, and then the Hierophant. This is a very spiritual connection. I mean, even dare I say it, a divine connection, a divine counterpart, a twin flame connection with someone. This person is recognizing the depth of this connection, whereas before they may have not necessarily seen it. But I feel like they've come to realizations, especially if you've been out of their lives. Okay? And I'm hearing life is better when you're in it rather than when you're not. And I'm hearing they want to do life with you. Build a life with you. Yeah, Six of Cups. This person may have tried to, you know, move on or whatever, right? But I'm hearing they just got, you know, hit with a bunch of very hard lessons to go through. And when they think about it all, they're like, gosh, I really wish I just hadn't have done that. Yeah. Life got pretty tough with the Ten of Wands, okay? But you intuitively knew that would happen for them anyway without even having to tell them to their face. Cancer, Pisces energy with the High Priestess. You felt intuitively this person was struggling, okay? In a third-party situation, if that resonates. Not everything is what it seemed. 40 minutes and 44 seconds just come up on the timer, so 444. But through everything, this person has learned that, you know, the grass wasn't greener. And life's better with you in it rather than not. And they want you. Strength card. They're coming through. And I'm hearing they're not going to be the cowardly lion that they were last time. Okay? They're going to have the courage to let you know what it is that they want and how they're feeling. And look, we have divine timing coming through here with the Wheel of Fortune. Leo, Taurus, Scorpio and Aquarius with the Magician. It's manifesting very soon. This long-term relationship, this connection. There's a lot that's been happening behind the scenes in order to bring this together. Okay? And this person has actually been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. And you may have intuitively, you know, felt that they were or hoped that they were. But if you're connected in the way that you are, as strongly as you are, okay, and you have naturally been doing the work on you, then yes, that means that they have also been doing the work on themselves as well, right? Okay. But I feel like the karmic cycles are closing. Any other final messages? But like I said before, you do have options of new love, right? If you're wanting it. Ten of Cups. And look how this Ten of Cups landed on the Emperor and between the Empress. So there's a shared dream between you and this person. Kind of wanting it all to work out with the King of Pentacles. There's someone who's very protective of you, wants to provide for you. This person, it's like, I'm getting like the breadwinner energy. Like this person is wanting to, you know, showcase to you that, look, I've got it in hand, right? I'm going to help bring this together in the physical, in the material, so that you and I can do life together, right? Rather than you being the one in the past that was doing most of the showing up and this person wasn't. And that was difficult. Because for a long time you may have felt like it was unrequited and questioned yourself and your intentions. Not your intentions, your intuition here. This person may have questioned your intentions. Maybe they couldn't wrap it round their own mind, right? Or in regards to the sense of the fact that you genuinely loved and cared for this person. And I'm getting loved, like, not as in like a past, as in like you don't have that anymore for them. I'm getting like in the past. It's like, yeah, well, that was true. And it is true. I'm hearing it's still true that you have these feelings for this person, right? But they definitely had questions, like, especially if you guys hadn't even had much happen in your connection, like romantically, okay? It's like logically, it didn't make sense for you to feel the depths of what you felt for them and conveying of the messages that you did and showcasing to them what they meant to you, etc. Like, they just couldn't wrap their head around it or get it. Like, there was this internal struggle, this internal conflict with that Five of Wands. And maybe they even discussed it potentially with others and they didn't get it as well. And so therefore it's like, maybe your actions or what have you were misunderstood or misread. Maybe there was recognition in regards to that. Maybe you felt like you were obvious. You were pretty clear and you showcased a sense of being true and pure and wholesome and genuine, right? But there are many people that don't show up in that way. And so therefore, for you to show up in that way, it's like Somebody that's incredibly rare. Anything else? But I feel like this person may have even discussed things with family members or friends about their connection with you, if they feel like they can really open up and trust with these people to discuss of certain things. Either that, or they've been keeping it all to themselves. And then when they come through, it's like then they want to discuss with you like their plans for the future for the both of you. Okay. Yeah. I feel a lot of these people here that you may be dealing with, guys, they've been keeping it very much to themselves, right? Their plans to themselves, keeping their cards close to their chest, and then making moves in silence, discreetly, about making their way to you, like building on the bigger picture of you and this person coming together. So this person may have potentially lied to others about how they felt about you, or they've been lying to themselves. So it may be quite a shock for them to there be the sudden kind of revelation that you and someone are either back together or you're back in contact with each other. And so there may be a little bit of awkwardness between certain people here. Okay, but look, it's just getting to be the time to have this worked out with the Six of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. This person isn't going to be breadcrumbing you anymore at all. They're coming through to give properly to you. They feel like you met for a reason. Yeah, with the Four of Wands and the Nine of Swords. And then as soon as they've had that revelation later on, I'm hearing when it was too late. Potentially they thought it was too late. That you guys crossed paths for a reason. Or there was something to do with fate and destiny in the mix, right? That's when they look back now and they're like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? And they're kicking themselves for leaving. Eight of Cups. I'm hearing all they want to do is showcase to you how truly sorry they are. King of Cups. And that they do care for you, and that they do love you, and that they do want to work this out with you. Okay? Page of Cups. And the Six of Pentacles. And I'm hearing you didn't deserve all of that. But this person has grown up, they've matured, they've worked on themselves. Okay, it's taken time, but now they really genuinely want to give to you and extend that olive branch, okay? Or you're extending the olive branch to them, or however it kind of works out here, guys. But they know that if they don't come from a more vulnerable place and embrace the sense of the fear of intimacy, I'm not getting fear of commitment as such. I'm getting like there's been a deep wound to do with intimacy, and not just physical, like, you know, but I mean allowing someone to truly see them for them. And maybe that's something that you've been working on as well. But anyway, guys, lots of different messages came through in this reading. But we have Leo, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, pretty much all the signs. But 888, 777, 333, 33, 444, 1010, 111, 1111, 999, maybe significant, and 717. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of the read. So I hope that there have been some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. And if you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself in the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments when I can, so thank you so much. I do enjoy reading those. If you haven't had a chance already, Please feel free to check out your individual zodiac sign readings that I provide to gain more insight for your timeless tarot messages. But I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Sending love and light your way. Many blessings. Please take care, and I'll see you and speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.